Good day everyone, my name is Graphics. Today we'll be looking at an aspect of technical drawing which is called epicycloid. Now epicycloid has two circles. One of the circles is the rolling circle, while the other one is called the base circle. Now the rolling circle rolls on the base circle. That means the base circle is a circle with the what? Bigger diameter, while the rolling circle is a circle with a what? Smaller diameter. So I represent my smaller diameter with a small d, and my bigger diameter with a big D. My smaller circle with a small, having a radius of small arrow. My bigger circle having a radius of what? Big arrow. Now we want to know the angle at which these circles are inclined to. So you use the formula theta degree is equals to d over small d over big D multiplied by what? 360 degree. That means rolling circle diameter over base circle diameter multiplied by what? 360. By the time you put in your values, 50 over 150 times 360, we're having 120. Now, how am I going to do my 120? I'm going to take my t-square. I'll take the t-square. I'll draw a baseline. I'll draw a baseline, right? So I'll pick a point on that baseline, and I'll take, let me say that point I'm picking is my point A, right? So I'll take my set square, incline it at an angle. I told you earlier that when it's this way, this side is 60. So I'll come there and I'll place my compass this way, and I'll draw this. So this is at an angle of what? 30 degree. At an angle of what? 30 degree. Right? And I'm going to turn it the other way around also. And this will be at an angle of 30 also. Is that okay? So the angle in between this and this is what? 30 degree. If that is the case, that means the angle in between the two lines will be what? 120 degree. The angle in between the two lines will be 120 degree. Now after that, we've successfully drawn our angle at which they are inclined, which is 120 degree. Now the length, the radius of the base circle diameter is what we're going to draw first. And what is the radius? That will be 75. The diameter is 150, the radius is 75, because it takes a radius to draw a diameter. It takes two radius to draw a diameter. So if I take my ruler and I measure 75, this is 75 here, right? So I'll place it on point A, and I'm going to draw an arc this way that will cut through. So that is, I'm not completing, I only need the radius of it. So this is where it meets, right? So on it, I want to draw my rolling circle. My rolling circle radius is what? 25. So I'm going to measure 25 on my meter rule. Also, so if I'm measuring 25, I'm using this guy. This is 0, and this is 25 here. So I'll place it here. Mark. Place it here, and I'm going to mark. Are we good? So if I'm doing that, now the next thing I'll do is to divide this circle you're seeing here into 12, right? I'm going to divide it into 12. So this is what I'm going to do. what I'm going to do. I'll place my compass, my set square, on my t-square, and I'm going to draw my line. I'll move it also to be passing through the center. I will draw the other line too. Right, and I'll sit it down. Also dividing them into 12. So take my t-square, and these two. Is that taken? So in doing that, this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now this circle is meant to roll on this base circle. Now in doing that, now I'll have to divide from 0 down to this point into 12. So this is how I'll go about it. I'll take my set square, use the protractor. Now see, if I take my set square this way, let me show you what I'm about to do. Now if I take my set square, I gauge it, place this center point here at this point A, and I'll ensure that the 0 is on the same line with it, like this. So if you can see that every point here is on the same line, right? So if you do that successfully, you'll see that it is meeting at 120. You can see that this is 120 here. It is 0, so it moves until it gets the two lines in is 120. Now I'll start. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Are you seeing that? So the next thing I'll do is I will take my set square, my compass, and I will move it from point A to the highest point here, which is 6 on the circle, and I'm going to draw my curve this way to meet the other point here, to meet the other point here, this point. So after I've done that, I'll draw my line. Now if you see what I've done now, I've done this. So it's moving and it's meeting from this point. I move it down to touch this other point here. So that is the first stage. The second stage is I'll move my points, my line through each of those points. So I'll draw first, I'll draw again, second, draw again, third, draw again, fourth, draw again, fifth, and that's what I'll keep doing. This is what you end up bringing out, right? So now if I take my compass from point A to the center of this circle here to get the center of, so I'll draw this way. So what I'll do is I'll call this point to be my C0, my center 1, my center 2, center 3, center 4, center 5, center 6, center 7, center 8, center 9, center 10, center 11, and center 12, right? So now what I'll do is I'll draw line from point 1 passing through 11 to touch the other part here, from point 2 passing through 10 to pass through 10, touch the other part here, from point 3 to pass through 8 to pass through 9, touch the other part here, from point 4 point 4, pass through 8, and touch the other part here, from point 5, do the same thing. This is what we're having, right? So we've done this. So the next thing we should be doing here is drawing our circle. So this is what we want to do. This is what we're doing. So with the radius of this circle, which is this, right, I'll take it to center 1 and I'll draw my circle. I'll draw my circle, right? So where circle 1 touch line 1, this is line 1, is moving, and circle 1 touch line 1 at this point. I'll mark, right? I'll go to the next one, to center 2, and I'll draw also. So where circle 2 touch line 2, this is line 2, and this circle 2, they meet here, circle 2, line 2 meet at this point. I'll move again to point 3, where circle 3 touch line 3, this is circle 3, this is line 3 coming, and circle 3 touch line 3 here. See? Then the next one went 4. So where circle 4, this is circle 4, it's touching line 4 here, right? This is line 4, this is line 4, right? We move again, go to circle 5, where circle 5 touch line 5 is here. This is line 5 and 7 on the same point. We move further, circle 6 touch line 6 at this point. So you keep on replicating the same thing So circle 7, touches line 7 at this point, right? 267 here at this point. Circle 8 does the same thing, touch line 8 at this point. Circle 9, touch line 9 at this point. Then 10, touch line 10 at this point. 11, the same thing at this point. Then 12 at this point. There is line touches. So what you do, you need to join those arcs together using your French curve. So that means you're going to join this point, you join this point, join it, all those points. You're going to use your French curve and join all these points together. Join all these points together. So that is my epicycloid. Thank you very much.